But like, what's your idea behind renting, like between renting and owning?
What do you mean by what's your
Like, how do you feel about it?
I think it's way smarter of a decision to own.
Yes.
Your mortgage is always going to be place to place. If you're renting that certain place, your mortgage is going to be lower.
Why is it so much smarter though?
Because you're investing in something. It's an investment.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I get that point. But like, it could end up being way more expensive.
It depends.
Over the course of like 5 years at least. Like if you just look in like a 5-year gap, it could end up being like,
but that's why you have
astronomically more expensive.
So the only way it's going to be more expensive is if you don't look into the house good, and then when you buy it, you got all these problems. But that's why
not
you hire
necessarily
people to do it. What else would there?
I mean,
be?
there's property
If it's all
taxes
up to
every
date.
single year. People that I know that own
but there's
houses right
rent
now
every
talk
month
all the
also.
time that they're getting fucked. I mean, they're paying mortgage and then home insurance, and they're paying like for their own trash and shit like that too. Like it adds up pretty fucking quick, is all I'm saying.
Every place,
and this is my thing. If you own that house, I do think it is smarter, but I don't think it's like this astronomically smarter thing to own a house.
So
I think it would be smarter to own a commercial plot of land and rent rather than fucking own a home first.
Okay.
Like something that you could like consistently rent out to more than just like somebody living there.
So like in today's economic climate with how things are set up, yes, that's definitely the smartest route, to own property and have people rent out to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, really it should, like, the whole idea of renting is kind of, I mean, if things were quote unquote a perfect world, nobody would rent, everybody would own. Mm-hmm. Like the whole reason we rent is because of taxes, raise prices, all this, they inflate.
I kind of disagree with that. The whole reason we rent is because banks won't give us certain people, most people in America, the loan.
Yes,
to be able to buy.
Well, that's an issue
that
in
ties
itself,
into it.
Though. That's kind of the issue he's talking about. Is like, fuck the system.
Because
essentially,
if you think about
the big banks and government are, I mean, they're hand in hand. They're sleeping.
But
they're in bed with each other. You know what I mean?
If you think
they
about
be jerking each other off. Slow jerk.
Everyone that's renting right now, they can afford to get a mortgage. They're paying
That's
rent.
Not true.
They're paying rent. You have to pay them.
But there's so many expenses with owning a house, like he said, like lawn care, water. Like if something breaks, you can't just call your landlord. You have to pay for
every friend I know that owns a house. Whenever I've talked to them about it, they're like, "Yeah, dude." And then I got hit with this bill. I didn't even know I had to fucking pay for that. Like I didn't even know that was a thing that you had to pay for. And so the insurance is way different. Like there is just even down to interest rates from the loan. Like, I mean, yeah, if you got the money to just pay in cash for a fucking house, then that's a fucking genius idea.
Or at least even
I'm
half.
telling you, if you
pay half down payment, your interest rate goes down.
I have no interest in owning an actual house right now.
No, if I was to buy a property, I would get a duplex. And I talked to you about this a couple years ago when our friend.
I don't even want the stress of that. Don't even want the stress of it. I am paying off. I've been every single time I get paid and I got some money, I'm fucking paying off school loans right now. Like paying off school loans so much that it's like keeping me broke.